Dating in 2026 is just nearly impossible. Can we just skip all the small talk and get to the point if we're compatible or not? Because that's what matters.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we're going to look at how modern women are starting to realize that men are done with them. But before we begin, make sure to leave a like and drop a comment. Your support helps this content keep growing. Let's get started.
Y'all had to stop dating men with common names because even when the relationship ended, they still lingered. Do you think you broke up with Mike? Oh no, baby girl. Everywhere you turn, you're gonna run into a Mike. Barista at Starbucks? Mike. Verizon customer service rep? Mike. New guy at your job? Mike. The poodle at the dog park? Mike. Who even names their dog Mike? They did. Your Uber driver any other day? Muhammad. Not today. Mike. The name is like a goddamn franchise open on every block of your life. It starts to feel like Mike is the default name for every man you encounter between the ages of 38 and 55. And for this reason, I ain't dating any more Mikes, Jasons, Alex, Brandon, Sams, Johns, Chris's, none of them. Give me an Atticus or a Herbie.
This is going to piss some people off, but I don't believe in gold diggers. Seeking stability, security, and safety, especially as a woman, isn't greedy, it's biological wisdom. Even in nature, female animals will choose the strongest, safest males, not because they're shallow, but because their instinct knows that stability equals space to nurture life. Like, God forbid a woman look for stability for her children. God forbid a woman wanting a calm nervous system for her to love and nurture the home. When a woman feels safe, her feminine energy blooms. She's more loving, more magnetic, more creative. She's not stressed about survival. Survival will kill sensuality, kill softness, and it kills your dreams. And a real man knows this and will respect this. So no, I don't believe in gold diggers.
Stop it. Get some help.
Girlies, especially in the college dating scene, don't settle for a guy that's slept with like 100 people. That is gross and should not be normalized. Guys are always the ones that care so much about body count, and they're like, oh no, if she's over 10, like, no way am I going near her. But then it comes to the guy, and a girl's like, doesn't even care what his body count is. It can be 100 and she'll still date him, and that's gross. They probably have STDs. And when a guy's body count is that high, that means it probably wasn't good enough to go back to. Just saying. Guys that have insanely high body counts have a likelihood to cheat, because the more people you sleep with, the harder it is to form that chemical bond and to form a genuine relationship. From personal experience, I've heard of stories of guys that have had extremely high body counts and have been cheaters. Or in the past, I've talked to guys that have also had extremely high body counts, and it's kind of just like a red flag, honestly. So girlies, don't settle for less. And let's not normalize guys being able to sleep with whoever they want and not like having no consequences, but no one's saying anything or like judging it. Like, let's judge this. Guys should not be whores like that.
Girls be worshipping men that don't even buy them anything. It's so weird. He's never even got you flowers or opened a door for you or treated you like a queen in any way. No. If you're gonna treat someone like a king, he better be treating you like a fucking queen.
What's wild is that for years people were telling women, close your legs. Don't be slutty, close your legs. No one will respect you, close your legs. Okay, well now in the year of our Lord 2026, women have in fact closed their legs, and you're what? Upset about it. Now you're upset about it. Women are like, I don't want to date men at all, and everyone's upset about that. Pick a lane, my friend. Which one was it? Which one was it? The problem with being slutty, legs open before, legs closed. What? Getting jobs, being independent, owning property. No man now. I don't know, guys. Feels like this one's on you.
And then they wonder why men are walking away from dating. All you have to do is sit there and listen to these women for 5 minutes, and you'll immediately understand why no man wants to deal with them. They all want money, they all complain about ridiculous things, and they all have that constant, what can he do for me, mindset. There are no values, no real benefit they bring to a man. I've always said this. Look at a man who has achieved his goals in life. Then look at the woman standing beside him. She's not like these women. She brings feminine energy. She takes care of her man. She supports him. This type of woman only thinks about her own benefit. Just hearing her reject you over your name. Coming from a woman with a terrible nose ring. Honestly, if I were Mike, I wouldn't know whether to be offended or thank God.
You know what? I'm convinced that these men in 2026, y'all don't want women who got their stuff together and take care of themselves. It's almost like y'all want us to be bums. I'm convinced. Y'all want us not to have shit in order for y'all to like us. That's crazy.
So, why am I such a strong believer in the fact that men should have to pay about absolutely everything? First of all, 9 out of 10 times, you don't really know who that man is. How many times have these men turned out to be serial killers and you've been married to them for years with 3+ kids? The imbalance of safety is the first reason of why he should be making it worth your time to even leave your house. Some might say men can be scared of going on dates too. No, men's biggest fear is that they might pay for dinner and she will not spread her legs. Those are not equal concerns of dating. Most people might also say that men have been paying for women all of eternity. But the truth is that a lot of times women had dowries that they paid to be married to a man. Now imagine that, a queen having to pay to be with a peasant. If you're triggered by those statements, you're a peasant. 3, it is scientifically proven that men live longer while having a woman by their side, while women live shorter lives by having a man by their side. Strategically and financially, that doesn't seem like a very good investment. So you're telling me that by dealing with a man, I'm losing years off of my lifespan, but they're gaining? And not only are they gaining life, they're gaining status, they're gaining worth, because we all know men are not inherently worthy. They actually have to work for their worth. Sorry, baby, I didn't make the rules. And that's why they're so mad at women getting everything that they want from other men, because they could never reach that point alone or simply by just existing. It's simple supply and demand. When you need something, you have to be able to pay the price. And women will always be a hot commodity. Men will always need women because they just do. They came from us, they need us. Some might say that my ideologies are outdated. I think that my ideologies are very current, and it's actually what should have been happening of all eternity since women have been placed on this earth. If women are not as valuable as we say they are, then why were we chosen by God to give life? To create life? Why were we given the responsibility of hosting a life, hosting a spirit, and then materializing it? So that materialization costs. It's hard on your body, it's hard on your mental health, it permanently rewires your brain. And even if you're not giving birth, being with a man permanently rewires your brain.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So men are just peasants now? Let me give you some interesting facts. Married women. The poverty rate among married couples is only around 5%. Single mothers. Nearly 28% to 30.6% of households led by single mothers live below the poverty line. On top of that, once women hit their 40s, finding work becomes much harder. Many stay unemployed for years out of fear of being replaced, and they struggle to change careers later in life. The U.S. Census reports that 63% of older adults living in extreme poverty are people living alone, and the vast majority are women. American research also shows that being single and older are some of the biggest predictors of financial risk for women. In simple terms, the wall doesn't forgive.
Women. I don't care if you disagree with me, I'm gonna die on this hill anyway. Being single is so much more enjoyable than being in a relationship, especially as a woman in your early 20s. You are literally depriving yourself of so many opportunities by being with a mid-man. Like, it literally got to a point for me where I felt like I was doing myself a disservice by staying in a relationship. Remember when Vogue came out with that article a couple months ago saying how having a boyfriend is embarrassing? I feel like when you're in a relationship, you kind of like just close yourself off, whether you realize it or not, to other opportunities and to social events and meeting new people. So therefore, you're depriving yourself of making connections, networking, really just new opportunities coming in. Like, I don't care. I would rather be single for the rest of my life than be in a relationship with a mediocre man.
Once you realize these men only can offer you some validation, you don't want nothing to do with them. You don't even waste your time on them. Like, I kid you not, I will just look at a guy, think he's attractive, and keep it moving. All right, that's how I've become, because there's just no point. I am actively building a life, and I am not closed off to the idea of romance, of finding my partner, being in a relationship. Like, I'm not closed off to it. Obviously, I want that. But it's like right now, it's like I don't need it. Like, you know what I mean? I want it later, but now it's like you guys can't do anything for me. Like, you guys really can't satisfy me in the way that I want my man one day, my dream man, to satisfy me. So it's like I'm not going to waste my time with potential or to grow with someone when I want them already grown, and I'll meet you when I'm grown too. Like, that's the way I'm moving, that's the way I'm living. Like, I'm really into me right now. I'm really into what I got going on. I'm not worried about no one's son, and no one's son's worry about me. So
The first girl thinks having a boyfriend is embarrassing just because Vogue told her so. A magazine. That's how smart they are. She feels like she's missing opportunities. Opportunities to sleep with every Chad that crosses her path. And of course, having a boyfriend gets in the way of that. The second one is the type who wants a man waiting for her at the finish line. A smart woman understands that building with a man while both are still young and finishing college is one of the best paths to wealth. Because once a man reaches financial stability, he's not going to look for the oldest woman he can find, or even one his own age. He's usually going for a woman 5 to 10 years younger. In this country, guys between 32 and 35 who have some level of stability are dating the 25-year-old, or the woman who hasn't even hit 30 yet. But since these women only want the finished product, I'm never surprised when they hit the wall. Because the wall doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. At what age do you think women start feeling the real weight of the wall? Do you think young men today should still invest in relationships with these dynamics on the table? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to keep creating content. Stay tuned for the next video on the wall.